Hello everyone, and welcome to another game I played on PTCGO. For this match, I'm going to be using the same deck I used last time, so Dusknoir, Empleon, Landorus. So I start off and my opponent mulligans. I'm left with a Duskull. Not a great start for me, but hoping my opponent did worse. So he's going to start off first, and he reveals a Dratini. So it looks like he's going to be playing Dragonite and Garbodor. So, and Junipers puts down a Tropius and another Dratini, and I need to get something out on the field quickly before he gets the multiple locks in place. So I'm going to attach a Floatstone onto Duskull. I'm going to N. I really need to draw something here, since if he gets a rare candy, he can evolve and knock me out. So I managed to get a Landorus. I'm going to Ultra Ball away a Water Energy and a Floatstone to get myself a Piplup, most likely, because although I may not be able to use its power during this match, it will be a useful attacker because he will have to keep a steady stream of Dratinis in play. So Empleon is going to be a fairly decent attacker here. So I'm going to retreat my Duskull and go into Piplup. My opponent's going to evolve his Tropius into Garbodor. It already has a tool in play, so my abilities are now off. Not that I have any in play yet, but this deck, the one I'm playing, does rely heavily on abilities. So I won't be able to move damage, I won't be able to diving draw, and pretty much I'm at the mercy of getting supporters quick enough at this point, and getting some items. So my opponent's going to attach a Floatstone who's active Dratini, level ball, maybe for a Dragonite if he plays it. If not, maybe for another Dratini. But it looks like he hasn't had quite the best luck thus far in terms of evolving. He actually goes for a Tropius, which I'm not sure why. His Garbodor is not really in danger right now. And he's going to Juniper away his hand. And he's stalling out. And he attaches a silver bangle onto Dratini. So that will be effective against Landorus and nothing else in my deck. And it looks like he just ends his turn there. So I'm going to end. Really don't have a choice. I managed to get a Fighting Energy and a Blend Energy, so I'll attach that Fighting Energy onto Landorus, since it'll be really useful in this match because Dratini is fairly weak and can be easily sniped from the bench. I'm going to drag up Garbodor and Tool Scrapper away the Floatstone, hoping really to just get it stuck in an active spot, and hope he won't be willing to waste energy attachments on it to retreat, and hope he doesn't have Floatstones. So here I'm checking his discard pile. He's already discarded 2 DCEs, so it's really not good at this point in the game, since that's really the only consistent way to pull off Deafens if you have the DCEs in hand. If not, you have to manually attach 3 energies. So my opponent's going to put down a Tropius, so it's an interesting tech card for this deck. It's the kind I play in my own build, but I guess most people just go for a Mulga for a Call for Family. My opponent attaches a Silver Mirror onto his bench Garbodor, but no Floatstone. So he played his hand down, then played a Bianca. I'm just checking to see what's in his discard, and I do see that he already has 2 Floatstones in there thanks to my Tool Scrapper. I hope he does not play a full set of 4, but that's probably the card he's trying to get right now. So my opponent's just waiting. I'm not sure what he's hoping to accomplish here. But anyways, my strategy here will be to retreat Piplup and start attacking with Landorus. 2 hits on any of the bench Dratini will knock them out, since they only have 50 HPs each. So my opponent finally ends his turn. I'm going to put down a Piplup, send my Landorus up for a Hammerhead, hit the active Garbodor for 30, and hit the bench Dratini with energy for 30. So if he can't switch out, I will knock that Dratini out, and a lot of his energy will hit the discard pile this way. So he is forced to pass, and I'm just going to knock this Dratini out with a Hammerhead. So that's 3 DCEs in his discard pile. That is not good news for him. although being that my abilities are out, I'm not in great shape myself. I'm only really doing 30 damage right now. So my opponent is still stuck with Garbodor in the active spot. I'm not sure what his best play is here, but he's going to play Colress. Undoubtedly still hoping to hit a switch or a floatstone, but let's see if he can. So it looks like he just attaches another energy to his bench Dratini. Here I get a blend energy. I'm going to attach it to Landorus. In case I need to Lance Judgment, that will be really helpful. In case he does get a Dragonite out in the field, I can knock it out with one hit. So once again, I'm going to hammerhead the active Garbodor, and this time go after the Dratini that's being powered up on the bench. So one more hit and that'll be knocked out. But out comes the rare candy Dragonite. So there goes that plan. So now I'm just going to try to strategically do hammerhead so I can one-hit KO Dratini whenever it comes out. It's really what you need to do with it, or else definitely will really screw you up. So my opponent puts down another Tropius. He's going to end me into a hand. A decent hand if I actually had a Empleon in play, because I could get out more Pokemon to power up Attack Command, but I do not. So my opponent's just going to pass, since he's still not able to retreat. I'm going to put down Emolga and Landorus, and then N. I get a level ball. I'm going to play it to get a Prinplup out, and do that, since I've not gotten Rare Candy Empleon yet, and I may not have access to Rare Candies for much longer. So here I'm just going to catch her up, Dragonite it looks like, and start attacking it, and I'm going to hammerhead it for 30 and knock out the Garbodor that I was hitting, since it looks like 20 short of the knockout. Actually, it looks like I was debating which one to attack, but I went for the one with damage for the knockout and the second prize. So my opponent here is going to go for a level ball and go for a Dragonite. If he has a rare candy, he can get a backup Dragonite, which is exactly what he does. But given his DCE situation, it's going to take him a while to power that up, basically. If I can get this Dragonite knocked out in the active spot, he may not have a means of coming back around, even though my board position is pretty terrible as well. So my opponent is still stalling. I'm not sure what his play is here. He should really just attack into Landorus, since it's the only thing I have energy on. But I don't know if he fears anything else on my side of the field. Or if he wants to take a prize, he can just go for Dusknoir or Dusknoir. And he's going to use a catcher, and he actually goes for the Landorus without energy. I think he's trying to replicate my strategy, try to get me stuck in the active with something without energy. But I do have a Colress and 2 Junipers in hand, so hopefully I can hit a blend energy and start attacking him. He's actually going to end me. Fortunately, I did draw 2 Junipers off of that end, and he's starting to power up his Dragonite. And my next top deck is actually a blend energy, so it's an amazing pull, or amazing draw right there. I'm going to Juniper. I finally get Empleon out. Can't diving draw, but he's still going to be an effective attacker, as I mentioned earlier. So because of that silver bangle, one more hit and I'm going to be knocked out. So I'm just going to hammerhead, try to put some more damage on the field to his Dragonites. His active currently has 60, and his bench has already taken 30 and is down to 120. So I don't know if I can wrap this up soon, but I need a water energy to start powering up Empleon. So my opponent's going to Skyla. His deck looks like it's running fairly thin at this point, so I'm not sure what he's trying to get. He has 9 cards left. Can he get whatever he's trying to go for? Given the time elapsed here, looks like he couldn't find it, so he just burned that Skyla and attacked me. So I'm now even in the prizes. I send up Emolga because it has free retreat, and I played a Colress. So here I'm going to just attach water energy to Empleon and send it up to the active. Attack with attack command for 100 and the knockout. So at this point, my opponent may not have that many options. He has one more Dratini left, so he's going to, one more Dragonite left. So he's going to send up his Tropius. Maybe he's hoping to build another one up. But if I could get another fighting energy onto Landorus, I think I have this game in hand. Since the item lock is no longer in play, I can just catch her up Dragonite, potentially, and win it. Looks like or put him in a very bad position, not win outright. My opponent's going to computer search, so he may be looking for something to try to get him out of this. But given that he just Skylud, I can't imagine what that would be. It'd have to be a Pokemon or an energy. So I don't know. But it looks like he's not doing this quickly, so I don't think he's finding what he wants. And that is what happened. So he concedes, and I hope you guys enjoyed this match with two decks I've recently used.